Welcome to the next edition of Minecraft Cribs. In today's episode, we're going to take a dive into the event's teams, builds, spawns, and we're going to be led through this path by Soupy Jr., who is the event manager for EGO.
Hello, I am Soupy Jr. Welcome to our server. The event team worked very hard on making this spawn before we started the newest map, which we are currently at. And if you follow me, we'll head towards our first stop, which is our keys. This is once you, for example, if you go to events, you gain keys by winning or just by participating, and you get to go to these to gain prizes. And we have a cute little lion statue because spawn is in a Japanese style kind of look. It's very nice. Our event team did an amazing job. And then over here is our shops area where you can get heads to decorate your house. These cycle consistently like every few months or ever so often. And we have a cute little bridge that we have here with a little random just garden area that if you want to just sit around with a little bee sanctuary behind it. Very cute, very cozy. Then in this house, we have our god enchants that cost a lot of money, including the ones upstairs, which are even harder to achieve. Besides that, that's most of spawn, and we can head our way over to the event server.
All right. So now we find ourselves in the event server. This is probably where you have the most experience in the server-wise, because you guys utilize this a lot.
Yes. This spawn, well, first off, this right here is where we'll usually stay, where our event today is, if we have an event that day. But this spawn was mostly made by me and the rest of the event team. But they, like, everyone put a lot of work and effort into this. Mainly also with, like, some of them, they made these little stalls, decorated them around each gazebo, that each gazebo states what kind of games you're looking at, and we'll go into each one of them. Let's go ahead and start off with our parkour. We're not going to be going through them, but we'll be just looking at some of them. Let's start off with Salt Race. We'll have you just fly around inside here with me. So it's called Salt Race due to the fact that a lot of people will get salty at the fact that this is very difficult. This is probably one of the actual hardest legitimate ones that we have. I believe this was made by Butters. He did an amazing job working on this. And once you step in one of these, you'll get your first place, second place, and yada, yada, yada. Next, we'll look at our universal parkour. This was made by Spock. It's kind of just a cute little one that allows you to...
Oh.
Hold up.
I'm parkouring now.
So each one of these is kind of like, it's universal due to the fact that it's different biomes in the Minecraft world, being plains, desert, caves, the nether, jungle biome, a sea temple, the stronghold, and it's kind of like going through the story of the game. We have a lot of mini games here. They're not the prettiest of things, but we'll just go over them real fast, or at least some of the ones that we are willing to have you look at. We have anvil drop, which essentially anvils are falling and you have to avoid them. Then cavern run. It's this one we can look at actually. Essentially, if you know what TNT run is, essentially you start it and you have to run around on each layer to make sure that you don't fall and die, and so on and so forth. Next up, we have this one, Japan, which is actually our murder mystery. This was made and designed by Spock. He did an amazing job making this with the wall, pixel art on the wall and the buildings and all this. Each one has a very nice inside. And he did not make all of them, but we have signs that also state who designed the original ones.
Okay.
So I want to give the credit to them. There's a little bit of parkour around here for Death Run that you can jump from building to building if you find your way up there somehow. But that's for you to play and figure out yourself. And then our last one, which is another thing designed and made by Spock, is our Death Run. This we can actually look through the spectating area to get the information for this.
Whee!
So essentially, if you don't know what Death Run is, there's Death, and then there's the runners. Death is on this side, and they'll press buttons to activate traps that'll go off, forcing the runners to either evade them or try convincing him to use the thing to try killing them, and then him potentially failing.
I've never seen a Minecraft death runs. This is actually pretty cool.
Oh, they're actually very popular. Either everyone dies or someone makes it to the end. That decides who wins. And then I believe this is like the final stretch with some more potion and arrow traps using dispensers. We'll go ahead and we'll look at the PvP, because the PvP, you can do this whenever you want to. Come in here, and you can choose armor and supplies. And you can we can actually give them an example, if anything. So, clear my inventory, key mode, survival. You can get your stuff that you want. If you want to start off with the diamond, are we doing diamond swords? Or are we doing?
Yeah, I'll do this one.
Yeah, the right stuff.
Yeah.
We can decide which area we want to which area we want to start off at. So I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna start on the south. You start on the north. How am I missing?
Yeah, bro.
There we go. Yeah.
That was fun.
So this is one of our ice races using boats. This is called Ice City. There's two separate areas for this. This first one, which is underground, undercity, kind of like the sewer systems and stuff. Essentially, you start off going downwards, and we'll follow this direction, going around. Then if we head upstairs, this is a second part of our city that we have. So right here we have the original creator. Spock did the schematic, and it took him about 9 hours to make this.
Wow.
Over here is our camel race. This was actually completely made by Spock. He did an amazing job designing and making this. You'll go through this, and it's very fun. Originally, we didn't have as many obstacles, but we added them to make sure that it was a little bit harder for our players. So this is our pig race, which we have. This was also made by Spock. He's made a lot of our maps for events, and it's fun. And you just go around on pigs, and you have some fun on our little piggies. It's kind of a Western style with the pigs and all that. Next up, we have Neon Ice, which is another ice race, which honestly is I believe one of our people in one of our players' favorite ice races. I think right here is the information about it and how it was made. The original creator.
Hours.
Yeah, the original creator being Quentin, Spock placing the blocks, of course. And it was built over 8.5 hours.
That's crazy.
This is honestly one of my favorites. It's very unique on how it's played. It's very fun. I believe that is most of our events that are commonly played and that are being in use right now. Thank you everyone for watching. Looking at our event server.
Perfect. Yes. Thank you for allowing me to interview you for all the different options for events you guys have, and I do know you guys hold pretty regularly. I would say at least once a week there's an event for Minecraft. So
there's usually more than one. Yeah.
So that's always a good thing too, and it's just good to see everything that the Minecraft server has to offer, from the spawn to the different events that are hosted. So I appreciate you taking the time. I know it could have been anybody, but I'm glad that we got to go through with you and get to go through in depth on some of the events and items that you guys offer. So it's very interesting. So with that, we'll go ahead and end. Thanks everyone for tuning in for another edition of the Minecraft Cribs. If you're interested in showcasing your build, your home, feel free to contact anybody in the media team to get your name on the list, and we will definitely follow up with you to get your builds showcased. Thank you and have a great holidays coming up.